do say, my dear Alicastor, that was one of the most productive meetings of the Royal Defence Council in living memory.
I do agree with you, Lord Hildebrand. It was a good day.
It was quite an honor to have you here in the capital. I mean, an honored paladin of the highest order speaking at a meeting? I mean, the other Castalians are going to be so jealous that they were not here.
I thank you, Selmy. You do me too much honor. I would encourage you to try to be above petty emotions, such as competition and jealousy. Life will be more fun in the long run.
Interesting perspective.
Oh, but dear Alicastor, stop being so humble. You do deserve such honours. I mean, the capital was in grave peril.
Well, when the good folk are in danger, the light will show the paladin the way.
I have to say, though, the way you drove those fire fiends into the Yuan-Ti River where they fell to a watery death, it was simply a thing of beauty, a work of art, really. Such a watery...
Hildebrand, my friend, are you okay? Your eyes are watering up.
The damn allergies. I need to get back to my keep where the air is cold.
Allergies? Of course, my lord. Would you like this handkerchief, my lord?
Thank you, Selmy.
How is your castle coming along? Hildebrand, that keep is a key part of our regional security.
Yes. We're making fine progress. Anyway, moving along, I heard rumour that the Fentikins were about to make a push across the River Sedida. I suppose the three of us could make our way across the country to see if we could aid in the defence of the realm, and maybe drive a few of them back into the river to meet a water... What the hell is that?
Language!
Sorry, but that is so...
I see you have the honor of taking in the majesty of my celestial mount, Forecaster. Forecaster is a steed of the highest quality. His beauty is surpassed only by the wrath that he will rain down on the enemies of all that is just and holy.
I know what a horse is, Alicastor.
Then what is the problem?
I think that Lord Hildebrand might be befuddled by the bloke that is attaching the large metal object to Forecaster's hind foot.
You there! Stay away from my mount resistant! What in the 9 layers is that contraption?
Lady, what you see before you is the latest innovation in municipal parking enforcement. The wondrous device before you is known as the Iron Bands of Mount Nogo. Around the office, we just call it the boot. You know, we are not as formal as some of those out on the outside want to make us out to be.
I've heard of Montebank, and I've heard of Belaro, but never this Mount No-Go chap.
I think this fellow is more literal than he wants to admit.
Excuse me, people. Focus, please. Who are you and what gives you the right to place that metal contraption upon my mount's leg?
In answer to your first query, I have the honor to be Karl van Trop de Heidelberg IV. I am an officer of His Majesty's Commission on Roads and Parking.
Aha! That's crap!
It is nothing of the sort, madam. This mount has been improperly tied to the fence within 40 yards of the Royal Commission Hall. This is a clear violation of Article Number 2 of the CRAP Rules and Regulations.
Listen, Carl. I was the individual running the council meeting today. I had to stop and rescue a maiden who was waylaid by some brigands. I was running a little behind schedule.
Are you saying that just because you are the hero of the nation, that you are above the law?
I will not let you impugn the honour.
It is in the best interest.
Zip it, boys. I want to hear the answer to this.
No, sir. No one is claiming to be above the law. I honor the law, but I will point out that there are farm carts parked up and down this lane. I don't see you applying any iron bands to their vehicles or mounts.
You do seem to be discriminating against living mounts, not carts.
I think not, my friends. If you look at those carts, you will see parking pass here, parking pass there, parking pass, parking pass, parking pass, and parking pass. The Farmers Community Council had the foresight to reserve the parking spaces for their farm market.
He just knew the FCC would have to get their grubby hands in this fiasco.
I agree. This is the third time the FCC has stolen my thunder this year. I declare that it is critical for the nation to see its hero arrive and march triumphantly to the council, not sungle around for an hour looking for a parking spot like some common buffoon.
Well, what can I say? The Farmers Community Council, they're very good at filling out the paperwork, no?
Once again, the FCC won't let me be.
Putting all of this parking pass nonsense aside, this is a bit of an overreach to put that contraption on after a single violation.
Ooh, excellent point, Hildebrand. This is a clear abuse of power. My code of honor requires me to stand up to tyranny of all forms. Holding a badge of office will not shield you for your crimes. Step aside.
I totally agree with you. Putting a boot on us after a single violation, this would be totally ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Unfortunately, this is this month's 4th violation this year, none of which have been paid.
4?
4.
4?
4!
4 is impressive, my friend.
Maybe you want to put that pointy thing away, my friend.
I assure you, I have not seen any parking violations in, near, or around my mount. This is clearly a mistake.
Ah, my old-fashioned friend. How quaint. We have not issued the parking infractions in person in years, ever since we started the Parking Information Scrying System.
Piss.
Violations are detected by a citywide network of scryers, and then the violations, they are mailed to your address on file.
I bet you piss people off with that.
I don't understand, Mom.
Focus, people, I assure you that I have not received any notifications of parking violations. What address do you have on file?
Well, of course, well, we have you registered at the Temple of the Holy Vindicator on Arsentate Avenue.
Aha! Let me stop you there. I was promoted to the Central Temple, the Temple of the Mighty Savior, last year. You have been sending your tickets to the wrong place. I clearly cannot be responsible for violations that I have not been aware of.
But have you ever heard of a forwarding address? This is not a list of things that's on my problem.
Very well. How do we move forward?
This is very simple. You can pay the drop fee right now. It will simply be 250 gold pieces to clear all the violations and late fees. If you cannot pay now, then you will need to settle the balance at the municipal building. I am sure that I can get you in the next week or so.
But I gave all my coins to a rundown orphanage on my way into the city. I may be a little short on that balance.
Again, it's not on my list of problems.
My friends, could you see your way
Oh
to...
my, look at the time, Selmy.
I dare say if we leave now, we can get to the River Sedita just in time for the high tide.
High tide, did you say? That's a perfect time to drive our enemies to, you know, a watery death. Time is of the essence. Good luck, Alicastor.
But,